Hey everybody, how you doing? It's lunchtime, so you know what that means. Another great episode of Lunchtime Talk with Steve. So today we have, she's a singer, she's an actress, she's been on Broadway. We have Gianna Harris here with us today, and we're going to be right back to talk with her in just a second, all right? So go ahead and share it with your friends, your relatives, everyone. Let them know that Steve is on. It's lunchtime, and we are here. All right, go ahead and share it out. And if you didn't already do it, click like on if you're on Facebook, and click subscribe if you're on YouTube. Make sure you click the little bell so that this way you'll know whenever we're on. Okay, be back with you in just a moment. All right, we are back. And as I said, today we have Gianna Harris here with us. Hey, Gianna, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I am doing awesomely awesome as always. So go ahead and introduce yourself to our viewers and let them know a little bit about who Gianna is, okay?
Okay. Hi, I'm Gianna Harris. I am 15 years old. I am from New Jersey. I've been in School of Rock. I did School of Rock on Broadway, and I also did the first national tour. I filmed a short film called The O'Clocks, and recently I was in a movie called Mighty Oak, which hopefully we're going to talk about today. Yeah.
All right, and you know what? What's so amazing is the things that I've been reading about you in your bio, and you're only 15. I mean, it's like so you do your own music because in the movie Mighty Oak, you actually singing and playing the guitar and different things, and these are things you do, right?
Yeah, I am a singer. I play a bunch of instruments. Yeah, that's kind of how I started off in the industry was music, and that's definitely been my passion ever since.
So, what instruments do you play? I'm curious.
I play the piano, the guitar, the ukulele, um, the bass, and then the cello.
Wow, how do you find time to be a kid?
Right now is actually there's a lot of free time, so you know what I mean. There's a lot of time to do things that I love. So.
So tell me a little bit about your part in the movie Mighty Oak. Tell me how was it for you playing in that movie because you're normally on Broadway and like you said you're on Broadway in School of Rock. How is it different for you being on Broadway and being in the movies?
Yeah, it was really such a different experience because I usually perform live either with performing like singing or if I'm on Broadway, that's all live. So not doing a show live is like kind of weird and like it was a lot of fun. Like it's so much fun, there's a lot of downtime because it takes forever for them to set up and sometimes they have to change the way that they set up everything. So we have a lot of downtime like hanging out with like the crew and all the castmates and it was like it was a lot of fun and doing like acting on camera is so much different than Broadway because on camera they could pick up like everything, like the slightest move of like the eyebrow, and like on Broadway you have to be like big and theatrical. So it was different experience, and I got to learn a lot. So I'm glad that I got to play Emma Biggs.
All right. And so how did you get started? How long have you been doing it? What age did you start in the industry and how did you get started in the industry?
Yeah, I was 9 when I first started. I was originally a gymnast. I was a competitive gymnast for 5 years, and then around 9, I was like, hey, I want to try singing, which was it was really weird. But a lot of my influence came from like watching Disney Channel and like Dancing with the Stars and all these dancing and singing and acting shows. So it got me really interested in singing. So I was like, hey, let me try singing. And my dad was like, no. And I was like, yes, let me do it, let me do it. So so he finally let me have like singing lessons and stuff. And it kind of just went on from there. I started auditioning. I did a bunch of like competitive shows. I did the Apollo Stars of Tomorrow. I won first place at the Apollo. And I kind of did shows like that and I started to audition for Broadway and movies.
It's like I don't know. Every time you start talking, it's like you blow my mind more. You were like, I was a gymnast for 5 years.
Yeah.
Seriously, okay, let's go to the gymnast part. When did you start doing gymnastics?
When I was like 4 or 5.
Oh my God.
Yeah, my parents, they saw that I was like really strong. Like my whole family, like we're all athletes and we're all like really fit and strong. So they were like, let's sign her up for gymnastics. So they did, and I kind of stayed with it for 5 years. So
I could barely walk a straight line, and here you are telling me at 5 years old you're doing gymnastics. I
yeah.
did one of those tumble things. I tell you, that have to call the ambulance afterwards.
No, I could teach you. I'll teach you some moves. You'll do great.
Like that's crazy. So it's like, I mean, you went from gymnastics to Broadway, now to movies. What's next for Gianna? I mean, like, what do you have planned? I mean, you know.
Right now I am in a girls group called Enjoy the Journey. We are an all black R&B soul music group. We started at the beginning of 2020, but then COVID hit and we had to be in quarantine. So we haven't really been able to do anything. We've had like social distance rehearsals. Um, and I've been working on my music. I've been creating music. I'm practicing my instruments and my singing and my songwriting.
And you write music too. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna be like, oh yeah, now the cure for cancer is
Oh, I wish.
hey, it's coming soon. I'm telling you, it seems like whatever you put your mind to, you make it happen. So I don't know. I mean, you know, we could be saying Dr. Gianna Harris or something. I'm just saying, you know, it seems like whatever it's like. What do? You have a vision board or something, or what do you do to in order to put these plans to make it happen? You know.
I don't really ever have like. I kind of just do it. Whatever I really want to do, I kind of just do it. And then if I end up being terrible at it, I'm like, okay, no more. That's okay. But I try not to plan things out because things are constantly changing. So I kind of just go with the flow. And if I'm like, that's really cool, let me try it. I'll try it.
So what have you ever been terrible at? What have you ever tried and failed and said, forget it, I'm not doing that anymore?
Drawing. I'm a terrible artist. I can write a song, I can sing for you, but I cannot draw you a picture. My older brother and my little brother, they're amazing artists. My little brother is 6 years old and he can draw better than me. So
see, maybe he could do like I was gonna say your album covers, but they don't have albums anymore. They now everything is just I don't even know what you call it when you have those the covers on like iTunes or something.
Mm-hmm. I guess they are album covers, yeah, but they're a little different than how they used to be.
Yeah, because back then you used to have this big album cover and the LP and yeah, before your time. Bear with me for just a second. I got to run a quick commercial and I'll be right back, okay?
Great.
All right, thanks.
Baby, won't you take me there? I want some real good food to eat. I want shucking and jiving. Come on down and shuck it and jive and Cajun food with an old school groove. Our designers to get your taste palette back in line, baby. Follow us at We Shuck It.
Let me tell you about CCTV RX. With over 30 years in the security industry here in South Florida, they have proven themselves to be the first choice when it comes to security professionals. So whether you're trying to secure your home or your business, there's no other choice. Give them a call today for a free estimate.
Would you like to be more tech savvy, create your own compelling graphics, sales pages, and marketing tools? Would you like to effectively use social media to generate more leads? If the answer is yes, register for one or all of the 8-module digital marketing series. You will feel comfortable in a judge-free, nurturing environment as we get the work done. My name is Melissa Jane, and I am your tech trainer.
All right, we are back. Hey, Gianna, how are you? Um,
Oh,
so today we're talking with Gianna Harris, and she is the singer and actress and the co-star, one of the co-stars of the movie Mighty Oak. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about the movie Mighty Oak. We actually had a couple of your co-stars on here last week. We had Ben, um, Tommy. You know, a few of them were on here last week.
mhm.
uh, who was the other one? Oh gosh, can't remember his first name, but his last name is Hicks.
Rodney Hicks.
Rodney Hicks. Yes. If he's watching, he's gonna be like, "How did he forget my name?" No, but so I had a few of them on here last week, and I definitely, enjoyed speaking to all of you guys about the show, about the movie because it's a good movie, this guy Arl Ferguson was saying, "Where's my mouse? There it is." He was saying a lot of talents for such a young age, which,
Thank
which
you.
yeah, which we're all like, here I am 50 years old and I can't do any of the things that you've done, and it's like. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm shocked. So tell me about the movie. Tell us a little bit about the movie and about your take on it.
Of course. So Mighty Oak is an amazing film that people all ages could definitely connect to. It's
Mhm.
about depression and anxiety and recovery from that and addiction and loss and how to deal with that. And it's trying to find your chosen family and
Mhm.
the people that really care for you and how to stick with them and the pains of being separated from them. So it's really really touching, it's really moving, and I love it so much. The messages in it are really really amazing. um you know the things that I take away from it is about recovery from losing someone,
Mhm.
and your chosen family, and how you have these soul connections. Those two are the ones that I'm like, those are definitely, for me at least. I mean, anyone can take away what they want and think it's the most important thing ever. That's what I think is the most important takeaway from it. Just knowing who really cares for you and having those deep connections, and that those people can help you recover.
Yeah, that and I mean, and it was really cool. I think one of the things for me was the almost like, and I mean, and all the people so far from the show goes, oh well, it's all in the interpretation, but for me, it was almost like reincarnation. Is it possible? I mean,
Yeah.
that's my biggest thing from it because it's like that little kid was Tommy, which played Oak, but it was like he was a reincarnation, you
Yeah.
know, like
And you never
it,
really know. You don't know. How are you going to know? So it's kind of like you take, when you walk away from the movie, it's like, wow, maybe that can happen.
mhm.
Because that
Yeah,
story would easily be real. Easily.
exactly. And we don't know because it's like so where it's like no one ever die and come back and tell us if it's real or not, if it's true or not. So it's all in our interpretation of what we think the life ever after is, you know. So it's just it was like wow. So did you get to work on set with Raven too, or you didn't work that day? You didn't work on set at the same time as she did.
I was there that day and I stayed so I could be like, hi, can I have a picture? So I do have a picture with Raven, but I didn't get to work with her. I wasn't in any of the scenes that she was in, but from what I saw, she's really, really sweet and she's really funny. And she's professional. She's so professional, and I love that about people. And she didn't, what a lot of famous people like to do is think that they're better than the other people, which she did not do. So she's really, really amazing, and I'm glad. Even if I didn't get to work directly with her, I was able to be in a film with her, though.
That's good. That's good. And now before COVID, of course, you were going to regular school, right?
Oh, I actually was doing online school, so it
Oh,
was
okay.
really easy because I was just staying with online school. But I am going back to regular school, which is going to be difficult. So
So how are you going to handle it when people are like, "Oh, that's Jan Harris. Hey, can I get your autograph?"
I'm actually going to a new school, so I don't know if anyone's gonna like notice, but
You'll be surprised.
yeah, yeah.
Especially if they see the movie, then they're going to be like, "Wait a second, from that movie, Mighty Oak." Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
that would be cool.
it'll spread throughout school like nothing, and then everybody's going to be asking you for your autograph. Have you had to you, where people ask you, for pictures and stuff like that?
My friends joke about it like at school, but I don't think anyone's ever really serious about it because they just know me as Gianna. So yeah.
You'll be surprised. You'll see, especially now that everyone's at home and they're watching all of these movies and everything on Netflix and Amazon Prime and all these different things. Your movie's on Prime, right? It's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Right. So my viewers out there that have Amazon Prime, go ahead and check out Mighty Oak and you'll see the movie. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let me run that commercial real quick. I was running a commercial all last week because we were prepping for the people to come on the show, for all you guys to come on the show. So this commercial actually has all the dates at the end, but I'm gonna run it real quick so the people that are watching can see the movie that you're in. All right.
Amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, Army of Love.
Screwed up from the things I did.
We are the opening act for Arcade Fire.
The past will always come.
Morning, Mr. Biggs. Thanks for the guitar. This thing is amazing.
Who's that? Lieutenant upstairs.
You're writing a lot of songs?
I actually wrote a song yesterday.
You did?
It's about it not being easy growing up.
I hear your friend's got some sick skills.
Sure does.
I'm Gina.
Oh,
Do you know anything about the man who owned that tailor?
Bone Jackson, lead singer of Army of Love. Your sister, right? That him?
Do you believe in reincarnation? What if we were all meant to be together? You, me, Vaughn, the band, just in a different way, in a different time. Is that so crazy? You guys ready to meet your new frontman?
Oh my God. It's Army of Love. Yeah!
You were meant to be a part of this family. Where did you find this kid? I didn't. He found me.
I seen that up.
So that's the movie right there. We're talking about Mighty Oak. Guys, you got to check it out. You got to go on Amazon Prime and check it out and see. But I'm like, when I interviewed Tommy and he was talking about all the different things that like helping to write some of the music and playing the instruments and everything, and then I didn't realize that you also played a lot of the instruments and did all these different things until I read your bio. I'm like, just it was a talented cast.
Yes.
I was supposed to have the Pena Vegas on, but they're out in Hawaii, so the time difference was really, it was crazy. Yeah, they would have to get up like the middle of the night to be on the show. So how was it working with them? I know they've been on different things like Dancing with the Stars and all kind of stuff. How was it working with them?
Yeah, they were probably the people I was most excited to meet because I watched them growing up because Carlos was in Big Time Rush, and like that was a really big show when I was younger, and like I used to watch it all the time. So being able to meet Carlos was insane. And then Alexa, who was in Spy Kids, like me and my older brother would watch it all the time. So being able to meet them was so insane because it reassured me that all these dreams that I've had of being an actor and wondering if I was even good, it kind of made me think like, oh, I'm making success because I'm here with these amazing actors that I watched that I watched as I was growing up, and I get to act with them now. So it was insane. It was crazy.
And to think there's someone out there going, one of these days, if I can act with Gianna Harris,
Yes.
there's a kid out there somewhere saying that, and 10 years from now they're going to get to work with you, and then they're going to be like, oh wow, or
Yeah.
even with you because that's one of the biggest things for actors and actresses and singers to stay grounded. This way, when people run up to them and say, "Oh man, you don't understand," because you saw in my intro a lot of the people that I met, and one of the things that I have to really say is they were all humble people.
Yes.
They all were. I mean, Snoop Dogg was cool. He was very humble. You name it. Even and other people that I didn't have in there, like my daughter and I when we met Michelle Obama. And again, humble. I mean, it's like, is this really her kind of thing? Like she's too cool.
So crazy that you got to meet her. I would love to.
What was so funny is we were down in Miami, and I'm in the Fort Lauderdale area, and we were down in Miami. So we had to get tickets in order to go meet to see her speak, and they had people in the overflow room because there were too many people. People showed up like crazy. So then they had this other room over there that they opened up as the overflow room, so people would go in. And the people in the overflow room were like, I mean, some of them were upset because they're not going to be in the main arena and all kind of stuff. Well, this is just how this lady is. All right. She went through the overflow room first and met the people there. And then she came into the arena and spoke. And even though she wasn't supposed to greet the crowd, she came down into the crowd and greeted the crowd. I mean, it's like Secret Service was all over the place. It was so crazy, and it's like she was so humble and so cool.
Yeah.
It's and that's one of the things that I really admire about a lot of the people that I met, because I mean I've also met some others that were like, oh no, I don't do pictures. It's like, dude, really? Who do you think buys you?
Stay humble. You gotta stay humble always.
You got to. So that's my tip to Gianna Harris. Stay humble. Stay grounded. And I'm pretty sure your parents are going to keep you grounded anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have to do chores? Do you have to go take out the garbage or wash the dishes?
Not really, especially right now, because they're kind of scared to let me leave the house because of we live in an apartment complex. So if I wanted to go outside, I'd probably pass people. So they're a little nervous for me to take out the trash. But before they'd be they still make me do the dishes and stuff like that and clean all the time. So yeah.
Yeah, so see, that's the thing. It's like, who do you think you are? Just because you're in a movie, girl, go do the dishes.
Yeah.
I don't care what in the scripts you have to read. Do the dishes and then you go read your script.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. That's how you keep them grounded. Tell your parents, I say, they're doing a great job. Great job.
Yeah.
So have your brothers, you said you have two brothers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have they been in any of the shows with you? Or have you been tempted to bring them into anything with you?
No, they've not. My older brother, he is an artist. He's 21. He's an artist. He's a phenomenal artist. So good. He loves hair and makeup and stuff like that. And I'm always like, you should go to college and get your with the license for hair and makeup and nails. So if I ever go on tour, he could come with me. So I always say that to him.
Yep.
And then my little brother.
Instead of paying someone else, you pay him. Keep the money in the family.
Exactly. See, you understand. And then my little brother, he's only 6, but he does do auditions and acting and stuff. And he's a little singer. He always is running around here singing. But we haven't been able to do anything together yet, but we're really hoping that we get to, because that'd be so much fun.
Yeah. Go ahead and plan something together. You never know. I mean, even right now, for example, with the whole COVID and everything, we're seeing all these virtual concerts.
Mm-hmm.
You go do a virtual concert,
Yeah, definitely.
So talk to me a little bit more about your you said you're in Jersey, right? What part of Jersey are you in?
I'm in Trenton.
Okay, Trenton. Okay, cool. I used to live in Elizabeth, which isn't too far. You
Yeah.
know, people from Jersey are like shouting out right now, probably going Trenton, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody really shouts out Newark, but yeah,
Yeah.
We have oh, okay, Antoinette from Barbados. She's saying good afternoon, Barbados locked on. All right. Big up to my Barbados people, big up Bajan people. Yeah, come from Barbados, So what other projects have you worked on? I mean, you said you have a band. How long have you guys been together? Or you have a group actually? I guess nobody calls it a band anymore.
I actually was in a band for like maybe a year. We were called 195. We kind of drifted apart, and then I started this girls group, and we've been together for almost a year now. Almost a year.
Any songs that you guys have that we can go on Amazon or Apple or anything and look at or listen to, or on YouTube?
Not yet. We're waiting to drop our music, but we do have a lot of music in store, so please stay in tune with us.
What kind of genre are we talking about?
R&B, soul music. Think like Destiny's Child, In Vogue. We take a lot of our inspiration from In Vogue.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of the feel that we've been going for.
Your mom's been playing In Vogue a lot, and that's where you got it from, huh? Because you remember In Vogue. You're probably like, yeah, mom's been playing that in the car. Yeah.
No, I grew up on old school music, so.
Yeah, there you go. That's the best kind of music. This new stuff that we have, it's like, I listen to some of this new stuff and I'm like, wow, I can't believe they call this music. Maybe I'm just old, you know how it is. But yeah, definitely. What's your brother's name? Give him a shout out so we can look up some of his art.
Yeah, my brother's name is Derek. Derek Kleine. His Instagram it's Durrick instead of like Derek. It's DUHRRICK. He's got one right there. Yeah.
And this way we could look up some of his art and check him out, and who knows, maybe someone wants to buy a piece of art for their their house or something.
Yeah.
The gentleman Earl Ferguson that commented earlier and say you were talented, he actually does broken glass. Is it broken glass? Cut glass art. So he uses pieces from like a mirror that he'll break or any kind of glass that he breaks, and he'll create art with that. And it's crazy. It's like I would have never thought of doing that, but then he did it, and he's and when I interviewed him on the show and he was showing some of the pieces, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah,
it is creative, Yeah. But I gotta run another commercial break. You know how it is. We gotta pay the bills. How we do.
Yeah.
So I'll be with you. I'll be back with you in just a moment. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me tell you about CCTV RX. With over 30 years in the security industry here in South Florida, they have proven themselves to be the first choice when it comes to security professionals. So whether you're trying to secure your home or your business, there's no other choice. Give them a call today for a free estimate.
You take me there. I want some real good food to eat. I want shucking and jiving. That's where it's at. That's what it is. Come on down to Shuckin' and Johnny, and Cajun food with an old school groove. Our designers to get your taste palette back in line, baby. Follow us at We Shuckin'.
All right, we are back, and again, we're here today. We're talking with Gianna Harris. She is an actress, a singer, gymnast. I mean, I don't know what she hasn't done. She plays all these different instruments. Been on Broadway, movies. Man, the list goes on and on and on and on. All right, so oh, and she's in the band too. What's the name of your group?
Enjoy the journey.
Enjoy the Journey. Give us a sample of one of your songs. Let me hear Gianna. Let me,
Do you want me to play or do you want me to sing a song?
either way, whichever way you want to do.
Okay, let me.
I hate to put you on the spot, but
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I got you. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to pull up something that I can sing. And then, yeah, I got to find. There's I have a list of songs that I always sing. And I don't know why I'm forgetting all of them. Okay.
get you to sing a jingle for like an intro or something. I don't know, for me.
Yeah, I got. I'm gonna sing just a piece from "Crazy" by Nars Barkley.
Okay.
There's an ad. No, sorry. Here we go. I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that face. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly.
That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
That was awesome. I'm telling you. I'm like, wow.
Thank you.
And I tell people all the time, because sometimes I hear people, I'll see people and I'm like, oh, you want to be on the show? And they're like, oh no, I'm shy. You can't be shy. If it's something that you want to do, you can't be shy. A person asks you to sing, you should be able to sing right on the spot, like you just did.
Practice. If you asked me that 4 years ago, no way I would sing. No way. Yeah.
So what changed? What made you? How did you get rid of that fright? How'd you do that?
It's hard to do it, and I feel like everyone, once you do it after a while, it starts to get better. And I've been doing it for a while, so I've gotten better. But also just telling myself that it's okay to be embarrassed if you mess up. It's okay to maybe you just gotta brush it off. Maybe to look silly or something. You know what I mean? If you mess up a little, it's okay, because it's part of being life, and making mistakes is perfectly fine. So I've kind of just taught my brain to be just relax, and if you mess up, it's okay. It's whatever. Everyone messes up. That's because it's what you have to think about. Everyone messes up, and everyone's going to stumble over the words and maybe forget a line of the song or whatever. So you just have to think it's okay, and it's okay to be embarrassed sometimes.
Exactly. And well said. Very well said. Because, like I say a lot, and people are always like, "Well, why do you say so much?" I'm like, listen, right now at least I'm doing it. So
Yeah.
there are a lot of people that would criticize, but they're not doing it.
Yeah.
So I tell them all the time, if you could do better, you do it. Antoinette was saying, beautiful voice, nice song, one of her favorite songs. And you did a great job. That was awesome. That was awesome. Um, Good afternoon, Dr. Adrian Daisley. So I'm not sure where is it that you're reaching out from, Doc. So I'd like to know where people are checking in from. This way I can put a pin on my map, and where people are watching me from. I get people from all over the world. You name it, Europe, Africa, Asia, different places, Australia. So it's pretty cool. And even on the replay, I get a lot of people watching from all over. So if any of you guys are watching on the replay, go ahead and drop it in there. Let me know where you're watching from, and I'll give you a shout out on the next show. And hey, shout out whoever it is that drops that message in there. All right. So so did you have to go over to California and live there for the time that you guys were shooting, or how did that work? Or did they just shoot all your scenes like in a week and just I don't know how this thing works, so I'm just curious.
The shoot for this film was actually really, really short. We only had 2 weeks, 14 days.
You shot the whole movie in 2 weeks.
Yes. And I think we had like a couple. I know I had to go back a couple months later to do there are scenes where I was surfing. I had to go back and do the surfing scenes, but but most of the film was shot in 14 days.
So wait, you know how to surf?
I don't know if I would say I'm good at it, because we cheated a little bit. We had people pushing us into the wave, but I could get up on the board, but I could never push myself into the wave. But I will try again, but the waves here are not very good to surf on. So
I was gonna say, how does a kid from New Jersey know how to surf?
no, surfing is not a big thing down here. The waves are terrible for surfing. Yeah.
I can see people down on the Jersey Shore trying to surf now, like, no, that's not gonna work.
No.
Out in Atlantic City trying to surf, like, no.
Yeah.
I remember going to Atlantic City years ago too. It used to be fun going over there when I used to live in New York. You're too young for Atlantic City. You wouldn't know about that. What are you, 15?
Yeah.
In another 3 years, you'll be going down there with your friends, because I think you can go into the casinos at 18, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know if you can. I think it's 18. You could go into the casinos, but by then it's going to be a whole different thing. It's going to be like most of the gambling is going to be on online anyway. You know how things are changing so fast, especially COVID. Yeah. So you don't have school today, or is it that you took? Oh no, you guys start later.
Yeah, we start on the 3rd of September.
Yeah, you guys start after Labor Day, just like in New York they do too. Because here they started last week.
Yeah, you said you're from Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they're earlier in Florida.
Yeah, they started last week. Yeah, that's true. Or was it last week or the week before? I think it was like the 14th. Not the 14th. That was a Friday. So they started the like the 17th. Yeah, last week or something around there. So that's why. Yeah, because I'm like, are you out of school? Am I keeping you away from math or something?
No, we don't start yet. Got a couple of days.
What's your favorite subject in school?
Math. That's what I'm the best at, but I do like English, even though I do have dyslexia. English is really hard, but I do like it. I like to read, but I like math the most, and I'm best at math. So
then I'm thinking that English is probably your least favorite.
No, I love English. It's just hard.
So what's your least favorite class?
Science. Or Spanish. Science or Spanish. For some reason, I cannot. Don't ask me to speak Spanish. I'm so bad at it.
But why? I mean, you live in Trenton, okay? I mean, it's like you're surrounded by the Dominicans, Puerto Ricans,
Yeah.
so it's like,
Yeah.
how
No, I cannot do it. I've tried for so many years on my own in school. I just can't do it.
don't feel bad. I didn't do well in Spanish in school either. And now I work for a company that's a Brazilian company, and we actually got Portuguese classes, and it was actually pretty cool. I really enjoyed learning Portuguese.
Yeah, Portuguese is so beautiful. It's so
It is.
beautiful. I got to sing a song in Portuguese for this Brazil foundation I do. It was a lot of fun.
It's a great language, and as a matter of fact, Adrian was saying that he said I recently returned from Brazil after 6 years in Brazil. I'm currently in Barbados. All right, so we have another one watching us from Barbados. All right, and I haven't been to Brazil, but I do understand some Portuguese. I do speak a little bit. I understand more than I speak, because I feel when I speak it, I feel I don't know. I feel like I'm mispronouncing the words too much, and it's like I don't know. Even though sometimes when I do speak it, people say, "Oh yeah, you sound fluent." I don't know. So I'm with you, just like with the Spanish. It's like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can listen. I'm good. Oh man, so it's almost time for me to wrap up now, but I definitely wanted to thank you for being on the show. I mean, if you ever want to be back on the show, definitely the invitation is always open. Okay.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me. This was a lot of fun.
And tell me the name of your group again.
Enjoy the journey.
Enjoy the journey. All right. So we're going to be looking for some music from Enjoy the Journey soon. Okay. How long before you guys drop your music, or is it whenever COVID? How's that going to work?
We don't have a set date. We were wondering if we should drop it, sooner or later. So, just kind of keep an eye out. I'm sorry to kind of just leave you like high and dry, but like we don't really know exactly what we're going to be doing, but we will be posting, on Instagram and stuff like that.
Well, you definitely should release it soon, because again, I mean, right now people are inside and they need music to listen to. They need movies to watch, shows to watch, all these different things. So, definitely release it soon. And when you're ready to release it, I would like for you to come back on the show so we could hear the music and get that exclusive kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. We could definitely do an interview with all the girls. Yeah.
And if you come up with a jingle that matches my intro, let me know, so that this way we can see about getting you to sing our intro or something.
Yeah, that would be so cool. Yeah, definitely.
All right, let me know how that works out. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks very much. I really appreciate it.
Bye, everyone.
I'll talk to you later. All right. Bye. Hey guys, all right. So we had Gianna Harris on here. This girl is amazing. I'm just like I'm still shocked at all the things that she's done at her young age in order to I mean, I don't know. It's like first gymnast, and then all the different things that she's doing, playing music, writing music, playing all these different instruments. The voice that she just she just right off the bat just belted out that song with such an amazing voice. It's like, yeah, definitely this kid is going places. All right. Hey Doc. Okay, so he said we definitely should have a conversation, a live conversation. Yeah, definitely. You know what? I mean, if you want to be on the show too, we could chat about different things, living in Brazil and the things that you've experienced in Brazil. So I would definitely love to have you on the show. Just definitely go out to lunchtimetalkwithsteve.com and you can book your interview there. Any of you that want to be on the show and talk about anything at all, let's have that conversation. Let's chat on the show. Just book it and we'll make it happen. So, like I said, it's coming up on that time. It's time for me to head back to work. This is just lunchtime talk with Steve. So we will definitely chat later on. We'll talk about some other things. Who do we have coming up tomorrow? Tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow we have Muhammad Ali's ex-wife, Kalea Camacho Ali. So we'll have her on tomorrow. And on Thursday, then we'll definitely do some more chatting with other people. I'm not sure exactly yet who we're going to have on, but we are going to talk about some of the things that's been going on in the news and just get an opinion on some of the things, because we don't all think alike. So we're all going to have different opinions on things that we see in the news and things that we see going on. We'll talk about some politics, the DNC, the RNC, all different kind of things. So let's go ahead and, come up with some topics and some different things we want to talk about. Shoot me an email, inbox me. You could email me directly from the website, lunchtimetalkwithsteve.com. If you click on send an email, it'll shoot an email directly to my phone. So send me some topics you want to talk about, some different things you want to chat about, and let's make these things happen. Okay. All right. So go out to the site, lunchtimetalkwithsteve.com. If you guys need help with anything, we have links to Feed America where you can find food banks in your area. Just click on the Feed America and go to put in your zip code, and it'll show you all the food banks in your area. Same thing with 211, where they'll help you with things like your rent or your light bill or anything like that. They'll tell you agencies in your area that can help you with those things. We have things like the suicide prevention hotline if you need someone to talk to, because I'm telling you, depression is real, and there are a lot of things that are going on in the community right now that people aren't talking about. If you don't have someone that you can talk to, go to suicide prevention hotline and you can talk to them. It's all confidential, and and they're there to help. That's what they're there for. All right. So check out lunchtimetalkwithsteve.com. You'll see these services that are available, and they're totally free. All right. So again, if you see someone that needs help, whether they want to go to the food bank and they need to get something to eat, help them out. If you don't want to pick them up and take them in your car, bring the food to them. All right. If you see a homeless person on the street, go ahead and help them. All right. You have to do a random act of kindness, because tomorrow you may be that person that need that random act of kindness. Let's make this happen. All right. You are your brother's keeper. Yes, you are your brother's keeper. All right, guys. So again, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and do a random act of kindness for a stranger. Peace, people. Please visit lunchtimetalkwithsteve.com if you would like to be a guest or advertise on the show. If you're interested in any of the products or services you saw on the show today, or if you would like to be a guest on the show, please visit our website, lunchtimetalkwithsteve.com. Thank you.